You want to help me out? Alright. What are we doing today?
I don't know.
So we're going to be making Daddy's mountain bike
My mountain bike.
tubeless.
Tubeless.
Tubeless setup on the mountain bike. I've been running tubes forever. It's time to go tubeless. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So yeah, we're going to be setting the old canyon up with tubeless tires today. So the biggest question that probably most people have and I am curious about is how much weight savings is it really? The rotational force should be better. And yeah, so first things first, I want to know how much the bike weighs now, and then we'll do tubeless, and then we'll weigh the bike again and see if it really saves that much weight. Let's do it.
I want to do it.
And let's let it balance out.
Daddy.
33.2. Alright, so 33.2 seems to be, keep going too. So 33.2 before going tubeless. Cut!
That was terrible.
I need one of those things. Can I have one of those things?
No. When you make movies
Cut.
that make money, we can get you inside.
Alright, so if you're wondering what bike this is the Canyon Spectral. It's a 27.5 setup with by 2.4. The tire size. It's carbon front, it's a C7. So it's got the carbon front and the aluminum rear. So yeah, 33 pounds with the race face effect pedals. And yeah, let's go ahead and take we're gonna start with the rear. Take the rear wheel off and just get right to it. So just like that. The rear wheel is off. Before we get any further, let me show you what I'm going to be using. So after doing a little research on reviews and everything, these are the products that I found that would work best, and these are going to be the valve stems that I'm going to be using. They are like VW something on Amazon, have pretty good reviews, so we're going to give those a shot. I like the blue because it matches the theme that I'm going for. Then I got some muck off rim tape. So this is a 35mm rim tape there, and I've heard great things about orange sealant. Now this is the endurance one, which I highly suggest because everything I've read says the endurance is much better, so I highly recommend you going with the endurance sealant for mountain bikes at least. So yeah, I got the 8-ounce bottle. It's recommended to do 3 to 4 ounces per wheel, so each tire is going to have 3 or 4 ounces in it. I figure I'm just going to use this whole bottle to start, so half and half. There's no real measurement here. I don't have anything to measure, so I'm doing this with just the bottle. So I'm just going to guess half and then pour the rest of it in the other tire. So yeah, those are the products that I'm going to be using, and linked all down below in the description. Hey.
Stupid.
Alright, now we just gotta let the air out of the tire, I think. You want to do the honors? Come here. I know
Why'd you buy all those stupid peg things?
What big things?
I don't know these things. No, the little case of peg things. How do you let the air out?
Okay, so you unscrew this
It's already complicated.
and just push it. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Thank you, nice lady, for your assistance. I appreciate it. Just found her walking around the neighborhood. It's pretty cute. Alright, so it'll probably help if you have the proper rim tool, but I have some trim tools for like car parts and everything like that, which should work fine. But yeah, if you want to buy the actual rim tool, I suggest it because it'll probably make this a lot easier. But I think we'll manage. Okay, listen, that rim tool must be magic because just doing it with like regular pry tools and stuff, kind of a pain in the ass, but I think I've finally got it going, so let's get this off. Careful not to break anything. Some moisture in there. All in my shoes. Great. off the rim. Kind of pain in the butt without a rim tool, so I highly suggest that you get a rim tool. Make it a lot easier on yourself, but it can be done without it. So here's what I love about Canyon. I keep falling in love with Canyon because they set it up right. So tire, tubeless ready tire. What I did not realize is that these DT Swiss, these are the M1 1900s, come tubeless ready. Already. It's already sealed off. Alright, so we're just gonna wipe it down with some alcohol and a rag. Just try to get it all nice and cleaned up. That way sealant will work well. I hope. Now we're gonna take our nice new valve, put it through the rim. You wanna get this off. So you got the O-ring there. That needs to come off with it. Find hole. Now obviously, this rim came tubeless ready. If it wasn't, you would apply the tape nice and evenly and tight. Some suggest that you double the tape. And then when you go to make your hole, I suggest that you don't put an X. You just put a little pinhole and then push this through it. That way you get the tightest seal that you possibly can. Now send through, O-ring right there. This piece, top. Screw it down. To tighten it down, you can take an 11mm wrench and hold it down here. Alright, and then you have an Allen key. Got nice and tight and sealed on there. Oh, real good. Alright, valve stem is on and in place. That blue looks sick. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and clean the inside of the tire too, just to make it all nice and pretty. Alright, so I got one side on. We're gonna go ahead and start putting the other side on, but you wanna leave a little bit of a gap to put your sealant in, unless you're gonna put your sealant in through the valve stem. Which, from what I reviewed and what I saw, it seems like that's not the greatest idea because it can kind of seal up your valve stem. But it seems to work for a lot of people. I don't know, I have no experience with it. But I'm just gonna do it just by pouring it in straight into the tire. So we're gonna do it that way. This valve stem here, you want to make sure it is covered, so you want to put the tire over that area. That way it helps you get a better seal. If you're trying to push air through this spot, and this is the spot that you left open, yeah, probably not the best idea. So. Alright, so it's a little spot open there. We can get our sealant in. Alright, so you want to shake this stuff up real good. It's about 4 ounces right there. So let's push the sealant to the bottom.
Dad's fixing his bike, and he really needs to go on the bike. And calculator, I'm just playing. Bye bye.
I'll tell you what. The pros that make the videos and stuff make this look easy, but this was a pain in the butt to get back on the rim. You really got to crank it over and work it really good. But I figured it out. Eventually I was able to get the whole wheel and tire on there. The sealant is in there now. So now we're gonna get the air compressor, pump some air right into it. Should seal right up. Put a little adapter on. And there you go. Seal, baby. Sweet. Now that you got it sealed, you're gonna roll it around, spin it. Get that seal moving around in there. Give it a couple bounces. I hear air leaking out of there. So let's see if that'll seal up. I no longer hear any air coming out. So yeah, that means the sealant worked. Alright, the rear is done. It's sealed. No air leaking out. That's a great sign. It feels lighter, but I don't know. We'll find out at the end. Let's repeat the same process for the front wheel, and then we're gonna weigh this bike and see if there really is a big weight difference. So yeah, let's get that front wheel off and get that one done. And bounce this one around, get sealant around there, spin it, spin it. Nothing leaking, we're sealed up, we're officially tubeless. Alright, so now that's done, let's see if it made any difference in weight. 30.8. Once again, 30.8. So, 2 pounds. Took 2 pounds of weight off. I'll take that.
Oh, you said it was 33 pounds.
Oh, took 3 pounds off. It's math and stuff. Alright, don't forget to save your tube as a backup. Make sure you fill up with air, make sure there's no leaks in it. Just to be sure and safe, but this is an extra backup in case you have a blowout and you need to keep riding. So yeah, save that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, see you next time.